So I decided to do my hair a little different. Why was it short? So I just put this part forward sideways and keep these down. But I don't know if you can tell. My eyes, they're not open like they usually are. Usually you can see the white. You can usually see white on top. Yep. And then this is the wife beater they let me borrow because I forgot my tank top. All I brought was my t-shirt. And you can see the breast on the side. And it moves very easy. It moves very easy. He said it came off. Not off. My breast popped out in the middle of the night, apparently. And I hate that I can't see myself. Yeah, okay. So I told him, I said, I can't stand the shirt. Even though when I was little, I used to wear night outfits. Like, it would be an outfit that matched, that came together. I always wore, usually like velvet or something, and had a cute little saying on the front. Usually it was a tank top with pants. But anyway, so I'll stay in the bathroom because there's light. I'll just sit down. Oh, I gotta put my things on. Oh shit, I gotta zip this or this. Hold on. I got this bag. The gray weighted blanket that I have. The one that is it still going? The one I bought for Nicholas. He left it behind. But that's what it came in. And it's very handy. Get all my stuff in there. And it's a pretty thick bag. I'm going to wear my compressions. Because my hands are like, my bones feel very stiff. My fingers, probably because I haven't been doing my exercises. This one's not in there. And you're supposed to go here. No. Here. Here. No, here. And then make sure your fingers are flat. Whew. That's where it gets me. I can't really flatten my pinky won't do it. And then you're supposed to go from this position to this position. I need to do these. I can feel it. And then back. Keep your fingers straight. I need to do these. And then go back up. I don't know how many times they want me to do that because it's not on the paper. Otherwise, I'm supposed to do these. Oh, that's hard. Pinky is hard. Why is the pinky so hard? Do that. I need to do it to the other hand now. Anyway, so it's so stiff. I don't have any exercises for my wrists. They had one of those. It's called a TheraBar, I think. I need to get one. But it's just a long tube that's squishable-ish, but it has a strength to it. And you're supposed to round your wrists. So maybe I'll just do this. It's the same concept. Maybe not grip my hand so hard. I'll just do this, I guess. Anyway. But my forearms are kind of achy. My shins, my ankles are achy. Probably because I haven't been rotating them. I've been working on my feet though, so they're not as bad. I spread my toes a lot. Concentrate on like a web foot. Then alternate. That's hard. If you try to do that, put your big toe down, keep these up. And then do this. This one's easy. Put your big toe up and those down. But this part, that's hard. Try to do that with your feet. Try. It's actually a workout. It's in my home exercise program. So, yes, it's an exercise for your feet. I didn't know there was exercises for your feet because they didn't teach us that. So, it's pretty cool now that I know that. Anyway, so JC saw my breasts, apparently. And he said he wanted to massage them. I said, I'm definitely wearing my other shirt. I said, I said, my breasts pop out. That's just great. I'm definitely bringing my other shirt. He said, no, don't do that. I said, why? Like, what was your intention? Like, what were you hoping to get out of massaging my breasts? That's what I asked him. Because to me, it would just be a massage. And it actually kind of hurt. It did earlier anyway, not so much now. The sides, probably because mine kind of secures it, because mine's a tighter shirt. Anyway, he said he gave me the emoji of two fruits. One image was of a dick, and the other one was a peach, which represents your vagina. And he said, LOL. I said, that will never happen. Just off massaging my breasts. It would never happen. My breasts don't do that for me. He said, I bet if I went down there, you'd be turned on. I said, I don't know. He said, it depends on who the person is. He said, I don't understand how you were into crackheads. Talking about Shakur. I said, because I wasn't really my true self. It's just something I did. Growing up, that's just something I did. It always fixed the problem. It did. That was my solution. It always fixed the problem. But with Shakur, he couldn't even get it up. And he was like, he used the same analogy that I told him that Nicholas told me, which Nicholas was for real. I could tell he was very frazzled. And he said sex was the only thing that would help him calm down. Which I don't think is the real case, but I don't know. Guys always have their own intentions. So I know there was something in there. But I know that it would have definitely shifted his frequency. It would have. So he wouldn't be so whatever, because he was tense like a motherfucker. Nicholas was. So yeah, Shakur used that same line right after I told him that. I'm like, you're stupid. And he couldn't even do it. It was like reaching back for a baby dick. It was like, I was expecting something hard because I was trying to help him. And when I reached back there, he was soft as a motherfucker. He'd get up and come back and say, let's do it again. I'm thinking, do what again? Like, anyway, so back to present day. So I said that will never happen. He said, if I go down on you, it would. And why are you into crackheads? And I said, it wasn't myself. But I said, I don't know. It'd make me feel weird. If somebody went down on me and I really wasn't into them, it would. If I didn't find them attractive, like sexually attractive, then I wouldn't really feel comfortable about it. I'm sure I would enjoy it to the point because it's physical, but deep down I wouldn't really enjoy it. Or at least when it was over. I said sex complicates things. It does. This thing leaked in my mouth last night. I got a cheap one. It was only $18. Usually they're $26 to $30. But this one, they had other ones that came in, so they just marked them down. But yeah, it's not as good. And then it buzzes sometimes. It makes the same sound it does when I accidentally put it in water. When I started smoking these, I was soaking in the tub. And I forgot it was in my hand, and I put it in the water. Took it back out. It was sizzling. And I just bought it. I was so pissed. I ruined it. Anyways, so I don't know if that would ever happen. But I am around him. I like the person he is. That's the thing. Like when I watch these reels, it's like it's not about the attraction. It's about how the person is themselves. You know what I mean? But I'm a shallow person. I really am. I have to be sexually attracted to you. I don't know. I do enjoy being around him. I do. And I'm not so unsettled here tonight or today. The last couple of days, I stayed here the last couple of days. I think it's because I have Kovo. Before, when I woke up, I was by myself in a man's house. It kind of reminded me of my easy days, even though nothing happened. But it was just the environment, I guess. I don't know. But these 2 past nights, it didn't do it. And I think it's because Kovo was here. He greets me in the morning. And Kovo wasn't around back then. You know? So it brings me kind of back to present day instead of the past. Anyway, I'm going to go home. Wash clothes. That's the main reason I'm going home. Plus, I just want to go home. He said it'd be a waste of gas. You might as well just go to the laundromat. I said, I want to wear shorts. It's supposed to be like 87 tomorrow. And I'm going to be sitting outside at the mush ball game. And probably partly in the sun. And the clothes I brought are all black. And last time we went, he wore all black. And he said he was hot as a motherfucker. And I said, yeah, you're wearing all black. Like, I made a comment that everybody was wearing red. Last night, everybody was wearing red. He said, I wonder why. We used to be a gang member. Maybe that was the color. Maybe he was a blood. I don't know. I don't understand the colors and blood and whatever. I don't know if it's just only 1 or 2 different gangs. Bloods and Crips. You either have one or the other, or there's multiple. I don't know. Don't know nothing about it. But he said, I wonder why. Because everybody had some type of red on them. Well, maybe not everybody, but yeah. My girl had red pants. He had red pants, a white and red jacket, white and red jacket, red shoes. I was just like, Monty used to wear red all the time, but I think he just liked that color. He said it was his favorite color. They used to call him Red growing up because he was so bright. He said that around my dad, and my dad, I think, comprehended it as bright, as in genius, intelligence, bright. But no, apparently he was a lighter, a yellow bone. Is that what they say? I don't know why do you use yellow? I don't understand that. Why the color yellow? I don't know. But I guess there's different shades in black people. And the sun makes them darker. That's why Day said that he chooses not to go out in the sun a lot. Because he doesn't want to get any darker. He's not really dark. I would say he's a yellow bone type. If that's a word. You see his shower curtain? Oh, that's the other thing I was going to show you. The shower curtain. These are the other ones. I don't know if my camera is where it's supposed to be. But it changes. I guess I can't see it from the side. Yeah. Changes. That one's pretty cool. And then this one. I wonder. Yeah, kind of. The light. I don't know what the reflection is about. But anyway. Maybe it's the same one. No? Okay. I thought those were pretty cool. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's let me have the plant. I heard something too. Thought he was coming home. That's a red jacket. It says Coca-Cola on it, I think. Yeah, it says Coca-Cola on it. But this is his place. He doesn't like microwaves, so this is what he uses. He doesn't drink milk. I thought this whole thing, was a water dispenser, and that the water needed to come out. Like, the water, I knew these had to go somewhere, and I thought this was just part of it. But this opens somehow. And that's where the jugs go. I've never seen a jug go on the bottom. And I said, I thought it was the top. He said, this thing? And he lifted it up. He said, oh, I said, I thought it was attached. Apparently that makes soda, which I cannot drink. It has carbonation in it. Yesterday we went to a bar to eat something. We were both hungry. So we went to the bathroom, came out, and he was sitting at the bar. He said, he asked the lady, what do you have? And she started to name drinks. And I said, no, food. And he's just like, drinks. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So he ordered a root beer, which I was jealous because I love root beer. I tried to drink some on Christmas. Didn't go very well. I got like this much. Nope. It's like mixing oil and water together. It does not, the carbonation just doesn't settle. Anyway, I got pineapple juice. I said, aren't we going to go eat something? And he was talking about how the juice was filling me up. But don't drink it all. I said, what are you talking about? I'm thinking, this is the only thing we have. No, he ordered wings. He ordered wings and fries. It was like 8 of them. And it was like lemon pepper. But he doesn't like gravy. Because I guess they put gravy on everything in jail. He doesn't like gravy. Any type of sauce, he doesn't like it. So when we went and got wings before, they were lemon pepper, but they were dry. I don't know. I made a comment. I was going to make a comment. So you don't like things wet? And he would interpret those like all night. I would say something and it came out wrong. I knew it kind of did, but it wasn't my intention of trying to be flirtatious. Like when I was eating gum. And he asked me what I was eating because he came over to the truck because I went into the truck to smoke some weed because the wind. You can't light a pipe in the wind. Anyway, he asked me what I was eating. I said gum. I said something that you swallow, which he does. He can't have the gum in his mouth for like 5 minutes because he swallows it. He was like, oh, like, he said, so I said, yeah, because it's too slippery. Yeah. And he was like, so I said, he said, so you don't swallow? I said, oh, no, I don't swallow it. I said, I love gum. Gum has always been my favorite candy. So I went back to the subject. I didn't keep going into the imagination of sex. I didn't. Because I was talking about gum. I was. And it was true. Because at the very beginning, gum is slippery. You have to get past that part in order to be chewy and stay in your mouth. And he can't get past that part, apparently. He swallows it. Okay. Is this still playing? Yeah, okay. My hand is at the bottom, so it could easily turn it off. Anyway. Oh. I don't know what I've missed. I say different things. It feels like a burger in my nose. Sometimes I use a Q-tip instead of trying to wad up a tissue up there. Just swirl it around. It's kind of like doing a COVID thing. It cleans out your nose. It does. So FYI, I don't know if you're supposed to do, probably not. I don't think you're supposed to contaminate one side or the other. I don't know if that's the same with ears. Oh, maybe you should use 2 different toothpicks. But I switch it. I just happen to use both ends on that one. Ooh, that tickles. Ah. The inside, when you go against the cartilage, oh, that tickles. I was itching my nose a lot at counseling. She said, there's a tissue beside you. I don't know why a tissue would really help with itchy nose, but I really want to put it in the other one. Damn it. Oh well. Do so I figure. JC was saying milk is bad for you. He sent me a screenshot of what the internet said. It could cause different things. One thing that popped in my head was Alzheimer's. But then I was also thinking later that tomorrow's not promised. We always plan for the future, Let's not do this, something that we enjoy, so we have a better future. But future is not promised. So to me, you might as well live in the moment. If you like milk, drink milk. I said it soothes my stomach. And I've drank milk all my life. My dad, that's the only thing he drinks in the morning is milk. That's the only thing he eats. The only thing he consumes in the morning is milk. Maybe a donut. He said, well, each his own, because apparently milk fucks him up. His stomach and his digestive system. I said, maybe you're lactose intolerant, because Danielle used to talk about that. Danielle's a guy, just so you know. He spells it Danyell. Danielle. I don't know why your parents would give you a name that sounds like a girl's name. Like, for real. I met a guy named Leslie. I think he went by LJ. So I don't blame him. But yeah, he named him Leslie. I can hear Les, but Leslie, that's a girl name. Leslie, my Leslie, I met at camp. We don't really talk, but we have identical tattoos. Because she just wanted the same design. But it wasn't a plan to let's get identical tattoos. And now I wish I didn't do it. Because now I know there's somebody else who has my tattoo. Because I came up with it. Except for the color and the halo. Because she's like, maybe we should put green in the halo for Jeremy. Because Jeremy Kaiser just passed. He was a good guy. Sarah loved him. Loved him. And her only regret was not having sex with him. Or I think they hung out just one day in their whole life. And she was very irritated that when she went to the funeral, she saw the girl that he was actually dating, that he was dating. It was back home. They weren't dating. She just always loved him. She would always bring a picture of him to camp. Camp was a week, and she would bring his picture even though he would be there. Well, for a while until he passed. He passed from cancer. He didn't take his life like my love did. Of course, he wasn't my love anymore. After he grew up and changed and were put into fights, and he was forced into a life he didn't want. That's what it sounded like to me. And then it just became his life. That just became who he was. Joker! Interesting. He stopped. I don't know if it's a black thing. Because growing up, I never had these. We never used these. Wipes. These are grown wipes. Dude wipes. But like when Shakur went to Boost a lot of stuff, he wanted wipes. He got a whole box of them. Baby wipes. Apparently you wash your ass after you poop. And then use toilet paper to clean it or dry it. I don't know. I never grew up that way. We didn't have wipes. I use it sometimes. But mainly I use them just to wipe down the toilet. Not clean it, but like the lid and the top where you see it. Wipe it down. Usually it gets hair on it or dirt for my feet. Because I step on top of it to put lotion on. So it's not dirt, I guess. But the floor needs mopped in my bathroom. But I don't mop it because I don't have a Swiffer sweeper. One that rejects liquid. And I don't have any more pads. That's the thing. If you had liquid, you can use it for a long time. Pad, you only use it once. And they dry up. And they're dirty. But I don't have any money right now. So I'm praying, Lord, that unemployment gives me something. I wasn't able to get a hold of them to correct that one, but I did write everything, except I should have included, because I said that I didn't think I was going to get better. The doctor told me that you should be better by now, and I said I wasn't, and I didn't know if I was going to be, but I didn't include in there all my nerve pain and everything, which I probably should have. It just made them think it already ended when it hasn't. You know what I mean? But I didn't include that. I should have. That would have been very compelling to my story. Mentioning drama and everything. Trauma. I don't know. I'm going to try to get a hold of them on Monday, even though they said I was supposed to get a hold of them by the 3rd. Well, the 3rd, they weren't open. So I'm still going to get a hold of them. See what happens. But I got to fill out the application for the self-employment application. So I don't know if that would just override it. I don't know. But they said I qualified for it because I filed a claim. And I forgot to file a claim last week. And this week now. I guess I didn't really forget. I just put it off. So I got to do that today. So I'm about to go home. I don't know if I filled you in on everything, but JC said that I need sex. Because I said I had my toy. I said, I really don't want anything to do with anybody right now. Not in that way. Because I didn't want him to think that I was just singling him out. You know what I mean? I didn't want him to feel bad. But it's true. Like, anybody, really. Unless I'm extremely attracted to you. And I haven't seen anybody like that. That's why Monty had me. I was extremely attracted to him. It was just looks. Pure looks. That's the thing. I can't go off of looks. You have to go off the character. But me, I want to go off of both. I want to be with somebody that I want to do a second look at. You know what I mean? I don't want to settle. I don't. So if I started having sex with JC, things would get a lot more complicated. A lot more complicated. Because he's already... No. And I really don't want to. I don't. But he said that you need it. I said, why? Why do I need it? He said, just trust me. I said, no, explain. So I can understand. And then he's at work. So he didn't ever answer it. He said he had to strap some people in and stuff. He drives a little small bus that picks up handicapped people, which is pretty cool. So you have to strap in wheelchairs and stuff. And he's working, so you drive in. You can't text when you drive. You better not text when you drive. So, but all guys think you need it. He said you need real meat. Because I said I have a toy. I said it does the job. So why do I need real meat? But I kind of can see how you would need intimacy. You know, an actual live person. Because it would make you feel... It would make you feel better. I think it would make you feel better. But I think it has to be with a certain person. I do. Not just sex in general. Real meat. Like, I don't know. That's just me. But I can see the intimacy part would be what would be beneficial for me. Because I can climax on my own. Usually a lot better than when I am with a guy. Unless I'm really into them. That's the thing. That's the kicker. Anyway, we go home, do laundry. He wants me to come back because he wants to be at the game at 10. I didn't leave my house until 11, and he said the game was at 11 because I was slow getting around, and then I needed to shave. I didn't shave my coochie, but you don't see my coochie. I shave my bikini line though. I'm gonna have to shave probably every day when I go swimming because I plan on going every day. I do. just for a little while at least. But I'm going to stay at least an hour. So I'm going to have to schedule a ride. Which God is good because I get rides. I get the same lady. I think she was very moved by my story. And I really didn't fill her in on a lot of it. Just the basics of why I'm wearing this shit. Because I was talking about my compressions. Which I need to put on now. I'm just not going to wear them for so long. I just don't think there's, I don't know. That's the only thing I changed. But I wore them for a long time at a time. But why would that affect your head? My head still feels heavy right here. It's not really a headache. It's just, I can feel it. It kind of goes around my eyes. It really does. Not as much, but I can feel it. This feels the same now. But yeah. I just want my eyelids to go back up. Because CJ said, you look high. I said, no, I'm not high. I don't. I make a point not to get high. I don't like that floaty feeling. I don't. I already feel a little like doing that. I don't like that feeling. I don't like spacey. I don't like the feeling of losing time. I don't like that feeling. I used to, because I used to be my escape. That and sleep. That's why I did it. But I don't like it. I don't like missing time. I don't. Because you can't get it back. So I'd rather be present. It's been 32 minutes already. And he said, you look tired. I said, I know. I've been trying to tell you. Because my eyelids are not all the way open. Please, Lord, just let my face go back to normal. Everything else I can cover. But my face, give my eyes back. That's one thing I really loved about myself. I had big eyes. And everybody thought I was talking crazy when I said that at the ER. And him. I think he gets it now. Like, yeah, they're not right. They're not normal to me. Oh, Joker. Seeing him run up and down the stairs because of the fireworks was hilarious. Because Kovu wasn't stunned at all. But Joker, he would go out and he would run back up to the door. He wasn't having it. And I said, he's not going to calm down enough to pee. He's not. I think I filled you in on everything that I could think of. I need to fill out the acupuncture application too. I go out on the 10th. Days. I think Monday's the 7th. Oh, shit. So I got a paper in the mail that said that there was a lawsuit against a company apparently I worked for that didn't pay us all our wages. So I was able to get $333. But I procrastinated and I didn't realize there was a date on there. So I should have mailed it. All I had to do is sign it. So I should have mailed it the day I got it because they needed it back in the office there by the 7th, which is Monday. And it's not going to go out until Monday. And the address is in Philadelphia. And I'm in Oregon. So I wrote on there that I just received this. I hope it gets there in time. So maybe they'll be a little generous and just think, oh, the mailman, it got lost in the mail, which it can. It could get lost in the mail all that way. And if I just got it, they don't know. So I'm just hoping. I didn't fuck myself out of $333. Just like I fucked myself over filling out an application for a grant through Amazon. It was in my email. But I think I had to have bought something. Joker, stop it! I think I would have had to buy something before a certain date. And it was actually that the email about the application for the grant did not come in until after the date that it said that you needed to purchase something from Amazon through your business account. And I haven't used my business account yet. So I don't think I would have been qualified for it anyway. But I didn't make it in time because I was going to do it the day of. I always do shit on the day of something is due. And I had to verify my account, and it was going to take 24 hours. And the grant was like $20,000. Grant means you don't have to pay it back. Lord, I know you're throwing me bones. I know. And I just keep kicking them. Please throw me another one. Please. I keep slamming the doors. But I know you always open a window. I need you, Lord. I really need to just call those people that I skip traced for wholesaling. I just don't know how I will compare comps. Comps is analyzing the properties around it, the value of the properties around it, the lowest and the highest, and then that's how you justify your answer of how much you're giving them, compared on all the repairs that will need to be done to the place that they currently live in. If they want to have, if we are going to buy something, we would want to update it to current levels. I don't know. He said it got so hot in here. But he has a vent. See, look. It's not supposed to do that. Did you hear that? JC said it sounds like it's going to blow up. It better not blow up. Anyway, I got to go. It's getting late. I don't even have my watch on. I don't even know what time it is. Put these compressions on, and I'm out. Love you, Lisa. See you in a few.